Bumble, check it out. I don't do dating apps myself because I don't believe in getting catfished. I need to know what the hell going on. I need to see you, and I don't believe in fairy tales. But anywho, for those of you that like dating apps,
Right out the pot, big up the knots. More 4 5s and 9 than the deck of cards and they hot. Go pop a car, whip out the lot, pull up at Walnut, y'all forgot.
and this is LaLa Madness. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Fierce Review. And in this episode, I am going to be talking about you guys' favorite weird news. I know that's a hot one for y'all. Y'all love that, and I got some for you. So, all social media platforms, LaLa Madness, and also email me, LMFierceReview@gmail.com. Check out all my videos on YouTube and all social media platforms, as well as all podcasting platforms. Is all LaLa Madness. Alright, so in this episode of Weird News, I'm going to be talking about the Canadian lawmaker, who was William Amos. He actually was naked in a video conference on April the 14th, which is like last week. Okay, so this is like current. This happened. Now, unfortunately, okay, this is not just a person that, you know what I'm saying, you just might see walking down the street or something like that. And he does walk down the street, but this is like somebody, you know, of a little stature, importance, whatever have you. So he is actually a Canadian parliamentary secretary to Industry Minister Francois Philippe Champagne. And he represented the Quebec district of Pontiac since 2015 as well. Okay. Now, during this meeting, so basically everyone from the parliament got together. They're having their little meeting, which we do, like if the school board or any other, you know what I'm saying, type of things like that meet. Here we go. He decides that he went and took a run. He come in, and everyone is in their Zoom meeting because, of course, you know, everything's done by Zoom. You don't have to leave the house now due to the COVID situation. So he walked into the room naked with his cell phone covering his private parts, not knowing the camera was on. So, yeah. And, of course, you know, the only members, though, luckily for him, okay, the only parliament members and staff were the only ones that could see it because it was on the internal video feed, okay? Because he wasn't speaking, had he been speaking, you know how I'd be like, oh, this person is talking, so then it show your screen. Had he been speaking, his image would have showed up there in that aspect. But he wasn't. So luckily for him, he wasn't talking. And so only the people there saw it and not the public. Because, of course, you know, those type of things are also available for the public too. You know. Okay. So, unfortunately, though, the Canadian press actually obtained a screenshot of the nakedness. I'm trying to figure out really who gave you the picture. Did you see it and observe his nakedness? If they're saying only, you know, the people there present on the personal feed could see, not like the public one because he wasn't speaking. So then who gave you a screenshot? Somebody was being messy, took a screenshot of the recording or something and then sent it in. Somebody had to. Anyway. Now, Amos actually afterwards, you know, he was a little embarrassed. All his goodies was out. I saw the screenshot, y'all. Y'all can go check it out. He was butt booty naked, period. It wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts. Literally, he had nothing but his cell phone covering his privates. He claimed he was going to go take a run. And then when he got back prior to the meeting, he was changing out of his sweaty clothes and was about to put on his clothes to get ready to have the meeting with. He didn't know that his camera in the office was actually on and recording him walking in. So it was an honest mistake, actually, you know what I'm saying, a very embarrassing honest mistake. But he did release an email statement, and he said, this is an unfortunate error. My video was accidentally turned on as I was changing into my work clothes after going for a jog. I sincerely apologize to my colleagues in the House of Commons for this unintentional distraction. Obviously, it was an honest mistake and it won't happen again. I bet you damn right it won't happen again. I bet your clothes be on. I bet your computer laptop is down. If you do got one of the things, I bet you put the little cover over it at night now, or, you know what I'm saying, before you have a situation. I bet you will never ever come in that room naked again. Period. You're going to be fully clothed, whether it's in your house or not. I bet that door stay closed. at all times unless you got clothes on from here on out. So I doubt it'll happen again. Anywho. Anyway. The Liberal Party colleague, Mark Holland, he actually said he don't think that there was any ill intent, and it's certainly an unfortunate circumstance. It is. I definitely, I feel for the dude because he got to be embarrassed. Like, all the people that you work with on a daily basis, and you're a very important person in the parliament, for instance, and now you out here butt naked in front of everybody. So, it was definitely unfortunate and embarrassing. So, I get that. And, yeah. But anywho. A legislator also spoke and said that male parliament members are required to wear a jacket and a tie and a shirt and underwear and trousers. She went, her name is Claude, Claude. So she went all the way there, describing and explaining. She popped on the camera and then described and explained how she know for a fact everybody supposed to be clothed on the camera, period. Everybody else was but him, but he was coming in, about to put some clothes on. He just didn't make it to that point. He was working on it, okay? But, she had to point that out, though, because they had her all up in the camera. Like, she was all up in here, letting it be known how she felt about this man that didn't have no clothes on. And the rules that she felt should be applying here. Anyway. Speaker Anthony Rhoda also later clarified that while he had not seen anything, he checked with technicians and confirmed that they saw something. They did say, because he missed it. Okay, he blinked or something. He missed exactly what happened. And therefore, next thing you know, he said, what? It happened? Hold on. Did something happen on the screen? And they said, and did. Sure did. So, at the end of the day, he did remind people after that to always be vigilant when they are near a camera and microphone. He gave some good advice there. Basically saying, pay attention. Be vigilant. Be woke about your damn clothes being on. So you don't accidentally come and expose yourself in front of the whole group of your colleagues. That could have been public had you spoke. Interesting. Let me know what you think about that. I feel for him though. He still got to come to work. That's not going to change that. You know what I'm saying? But let it been here, it would have been everywhere. Anyway. So, in this instance of weird news, a Capitol rioter actually was turned in by someone on a dating app because they wanted to open their mouth. So, let me tell you what happened. So, according to TMZ, we all remember, in January 6, 2021, when the MAGA supporters actually stormed the Capitol to try to prevent Biden from taking office, when they had that whole little scandal, that little shebang, that doozy, whatever you want to call it, that hot shitty mess. Okay, so about 400 people actually have been arrested so far because they came in and tore everything the hell up, period. Went in, okay? And the FBI is actually still arresting people and working on arresting all that are involved, which they said they have about 1,000 or so more people that they need to arrest other than the approximate 400 that they have now. Okay. Now, this guy here actually would have probably got away with it a lot longer than he did, or he probably could have gone unidentified, even though he did it, so I guess they need to lock his ass up. So, in the legal documents, though, obtained from this case, they actually state that Robert Chapman, he started talking to a woman on Bumble, which is a dating app. Okay. For those of you that know Bumble, check it out. I don't do dating apps myself because I don't believe in getting catfished. I need to know what the hell going on. I need to see you. And I don't believe in fairy tales. But anywho, for those of you that like dating apps, Bumble is where he met this young lady. Okay. Just make sure after I tell you what happened, you proceed accordingly. Now, a few days after the riots, they met on Bumble. They started chatting or whatever. And then he happened to have typed, or because, you tinking back and forth, messaging people until I guess you guys get to the point to come off the platform and go on a date and blah, 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 whatever you do. Okay, so he told her, I did storm the Capitol. And I made it all the way in the Statutory Hall, which is an area in the Capitol. So he even boasted as well about doing interviews with the media after the situation, which is kind of like that person that committed the crime in your neighborhood. and then they actually the ones that's doing the interview with the news. Like they the one they always say, on the crime shows and actually in real life, because it too. He want to come be the one that's on the front row, the front lines as they call them, giving interviews when you the damn one that was over here doing all of that, storming the Capitol, and you want to be talking about the Capitol, but you was there though. Okay. So then, and then he happened to tell her all of this. Okay. Yeah, I did the interviews. I was at the Capitol. I made it all the way to Statutory Hall. Yes, boo. I guess he thought that shit was supposed to be sexy. Wasn't nothing cute about it, bruh. Nothing at all. Which is why we here now. Which is why you got what you got. Because she told on his ass. Anywho. So she eventually replied back after she let him finish spilling all the beans that they're not a good match. Then she took the screenshots of all of their conversations and took them to the police and turned them in. And then once the police dug a little bit more, they happened to determine a lot more stuff, a lot more incriminating stuff rather, on his Facebook page. And then they also determined from there that he also goes by Robert Eric on social media. Eric is ERICK. Which don't sound like the man that she... Hold on, let me make sure. Robert Chapman, apparently, and Robert Eric are the same folks. Maybe Eric is middle name. I don't know. But, anywho. Once they found out about Mr. Robert Eric here on social media, after they found more stuff on that actual Facebook page, he had more incriminating posts on there. Under both names. So, yeah. Anywho. Now, Chapman, what his charges were, he actually was charged with trespassing, disorderly conduct on restricted government property. So, that will be busting in trespassing. Disorderly conduct on restricted government property. Clearly, that's a restricted government property, and clearly your ass had severe disorderly conduct. And I am surprised that's all the charges they gave your ass. You should have some vandalism, some all of that, because y'all busted in and you was with them that did. And when they find something in the car, they charge everybody. If everybody in the same spot, everybody catching it, that's how they try to do that. Unless you got a good lawyer to make sure you separate yourself, or you know what to say and not to say. In this case right here, yeah, he needs some extra shit going on, because he showed out. On top of that, he was boasting about it like he liked it and had a good time. Apparently he did, because he took his ass up there, and it wasn't no damn crime of passion. Because if it was, people that do a crime of passion damn sure don't go tell people about it afterwards if they get away with it. What was you thinking? I guess he thought that was supposed to be a turn on. She was supposed to like it. She straight told on his ass. Period. Lesson of the day. Don't tell people that you don't know about the stupid illegal shit that you do. Because he did, and now Mr. Robert Chapman's ass is locked up. And then he got, released, of course, but on his, they be bonding all this shit. But you're going to have to answer to that. He'll get some little probation or something and blah, blah, blah. They ain't going to really throw him in jail. They going to count that little jail time that he probably did when he got locked up, or they arrested him and then bam. Okay, but at the end of the day, I don't know why his need to be stiffer just because he went around bragging about it. I want to know how many other people did the Capitol riot and then they went and told people, so people can go tell on them like this fool. I'll wait. Y'all let me know. Do you know any Capitol rioter people that told you that they did it, and then did you go tell on them? Or, yeah, the people that went and was there, did you tell on yourself? I don't know. It's weird. But somebody got told on. And I blame him because he told on his damn self first. Because she didn't know nothing about that. And you ain't never seen this lady or know nothing about her. She ain't down for you and none of that. And apparently she didn't think that shit was cute. Because, boo, surprise. Anyway. This is LaLa Madness. Thanks for tuning in to the episode of Weird News. Hit me up on all social media platforms, LaLa Madness. Also email me, LMFierceReview@gmail.com.
Right out the pot, big up the knots. More 4, 5s and 9 than the deck of cards, and they hot. Go pop a car, whip out the lot, pull up at Walnut, y'all forgot.